You know that feeling, that aha moment when everything just clicks? Well, what if I told you that the ancient Greek words used in the Bible actually lay out a very specific, step-by-step blueprint for how that kind of insight happens? It's pretty amazing. It's not just a random collection of words. It's like a hidden map to understanding. So, let's follow it.
So let's ask the big question. What does it really mean to have your mind or your eyes opened? The answer is hiding right there in the language itself, and you'll see it's way more precise than you might think. This isn't just a metaphor, it's more like a detailed process for discovery. So, to unravel this whole thing, we've got to trace a chain of words. We're going to follow the clues from a really simple physical action all the way to a profound abstract idea. And what's so fascinating here is that each idea literally builds on the one before it. We're not just defining a bunch of words in a vacuum. We're actually uncovering a complete blueprint for how insight is believed to happen. And it's all been encoded right within the language itself.
Our little linguistic journey starts with a really basic concept, the simple act of opening something. But as we're about to see, this idea quickly grows into something much bigger than just opening a door. So our first clue is the word Anoigō. Just think of this as your standard everyday to open. You'd use it for opening a door, opening a box, or even, opening someone's eyes. The core idea is super straightforward. You're just removing a physical barrier.
But here's where it starts to get really interesting. Take a look at this. On the left, you've got our simple word Anoigō. But on the right, you've got a much more powerful word, Dianoigō. See that tiny prefix, dia? That's the game changer. It means through, and it transforms the action from just opening to opening completely, opening something through and through.
And this is where the concept just takes a massive leap. Dianoigō isn't used for physical doors. It's used for opening the mind, for unlocking understanding, for explaining scriptures. The whole idea gets elevated from a physical action to a mental or a spiritual one, from removing a physical wall to removing a conceptual one.
And this verse just illustrates the point perfectly. I mean, check it out. This verse from Luke says Jesus diaνοίγωed. He completely opened their minds so they could finally understand. The barrier wasn't a locked door. It was a lack of comprehension. So the key takeaway here is that something has to be opened completely before any real insight can begin.
Okay, so a mind has been completely opened. But open to what? For understanding to actually happen, something that was hidden first needs to be revealed. And that leads us to the very next link in our linguistic chain. Well, think about it. How do you make something that's invisible visible? You shine a light on it, right? It's from this super simple, intuitive idea of light that the Greek language builds its entire concept of revelation.
Just look at this logical progression. It's so cool. It all starts with phino, which just means to shine, like a lamp. Then, whatever that light hits becomes phaneros, which means visible. And so the act of making something visible is phanero, to reveal. You can see the clear path from a physical thing to a much bigger idea. So phanero is our key word here. It's the act of manifesting something, of taking what was hidden and making it totally visible and clear. It's the process of bringing a truth out of the shadows and into the light, right there in front of that newly opened mind. All right, so we've removed the barrier from the mind, and we've shined a light on a hidden truth. So what's the final step? Well, it's that aha moment, the actual moment of perception. So let's ask the question that really brings this all together. You have a mind that's been completely opened, dianoigō. You have a truth that's been made totally manifest, phanerou. What happens inside that mind at that exact moment? The answer is noeo. This is the verb for mental perception. It's more than just thinking about something. It's the actual act of grasping an idea. This is the light bulb moment. It's the click of comprehension, when that revealed truth finally meets the opened mind. And this brings us completely full circle. The noun form is dianoia. It means the mind, or the faculty of understanding itself. And just look at its parts. You've got dia, through, plus noo, to perceive. So the dianoia is the very thing that perceives through and through. It's the destination. The verb was dianoigō, to open the mind. The noun is dianoia, the mind that is opened. It's just a perfect linguistic match. It's incredible. Okay, now for the grand finale. Let's assemble all the pieces we found and look at the complete blueprint for insight that's been encoded in these words all along. And here it is, the three-step blueprint for insight. First, Dianoigō. The mind is opened completely, the barrier is gone. Second, phanerō. A hidden truth is brought out into the light. And finally, dianoia. The mind actually perceives that revealed truth. It's this beautifully logical sequence showing a clear, deliberate path from confusion to clarity.
So you see, this is so much more than a language lesson. This chain of words reveals a very deliberate, structured model for how insight works. It suggests it's not some random flash of inspiration, but a process, an opening, a revealing, and then a perceiving. And that really leaves us with a final, pretty provocative thought. If a concept as huge as revelation is mapped out with this much precision and this much interconnectedness in just a few words, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other layers of meaning are hiding just beneath the surface of the texts we think we know so well?